This one is the third session of industrial economics, and this session is related to structure of Indian economy. First of all, introduction. Indian economy has experienced a number of structural changes since independence. Therefore, a major thrust of economy has been towards modernization, respectable standard of living, and renewed emphasis on the market conditions. Development of secondary and tertiary sectors has given more importance. So the occupational structure of Indian economy is: people earn their incomes by doing different kinds of job, which becomes the means of livelihood. The distribution of working population among different occupations or productive activities is known as occupational structure. There are three types of occupational occupations in an economy. They are primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. So first of all, we go through the primary sector. Primary sector consists of agriculture, animal husbandry, poultry, mining, forestry, and fisheries. In these occupations, nature plays a dominant role and man's role is secondary. Therefore, primary sector consists of mining, that is mining of coal, iron, etc., agriculture, fishing, forestry, mineral extraction or oil extraction, etc. So is the secondary sector consists of manufacturing industries. There are three kinds of manufacturing industries. First one, large scale industries; second one, medium scale industries; and third one, small scale industries. On the basis of ownership, industries are further divided into three categories. The first one is private sector industries, second one public sector industries, and third one joint sector industries. So this was about the secondary sector. So the next sector is tertiary sector. Tertiary sector or third sector consists of service industries. It consists of banking, transport, communication, insurance, financing, power generation, and personal services such as doctors, engineers, etc. India is ninth ranks in services sector output in the world. So this data shows us about the contribution of different sectors of economy to the GDP. As shown in this figure, the primary sector contributes to the GDP up to 15.4%, while the secondary sector contributes 23.1%, and tertiary sector's contribution is about 61.5%. So this data also shows that the tertiary sector is contributing more as compared to the other sectors of economy. So this is a chart about which shows about the labor force by occupation in different time periods. In the year 1950, the primary sector labor force consists of 72.7%, while the secondary sector's labor force was only 10%, and tertiary sector's labor force was 17.3%. So in the year 1950, the labor force was more in the primary sector. In the year 2010, the primary sector's labor force decreases from 72.7% to 53.2%, while the labor while the labor force engaged in the secondary sector has drastically increased from 10% to 21.5%, while the tertiary sector's labor force have also been increased from 17.3% to 25.3% in the year 2010. In the year 2018, the primary sector's labor force was 44%, while the secondary sector labor force is 25% and tertiary sector's labor force is 31%. So this data shows that in the year 2018, the primary sector labor force is much more higher than the other two sectors. So this data is referred by an Indian author called K.D. Baswa's Indian Economics book and the Indian Economy by R.Y.K.